Hello guys, this is Naruto Ultimate Reality. Please like and subscribe and save the video. We will keep on updating every series, so please like and subscribe and share this video to your friend who like Naruto. What if?
Chapter 8, Whispers of Warmth. Rewrite. Soon, Hinata and Naruto found themselves in a black void, their surroundings eerily familiar to Naruto. Hinata, although surprised, trusted Naruto's calm demeanor in this strange place. Suddenly, Kaguya emerged before them, her presence invoking a mix of fear and recognition. Hinata's thoughts mirrored Naruto's initial encounter with Kaguya. Kaguya swiftly embraced them, and in that moment, an inexplicable warmth enveloped both Naruto and Hinata, as if they were embracing a long-lost loved one. They felt an overwhelming sense of safety. "I am overjoyed to see both of you," Kaguya expressed, her voice evoking familiarity. Naruto and Hinata could sense that they knew her somehow. "Ah, I see you're wondering who I am." "Correct." They both nodded, their curiosity piqued. "I would love to share my story with you, but time is short for me. If you hold my hands, I can show you everything," Kaguya offered, her gaze filled with a deep longing. Trusting someone they had just met was a risky decision for any ninja, but Naruto and Hinata sensed a genuine connection to Kaguya. Naruto took the first step, extending his hand, and Hinata, overcome with trust, followed suit. Memories flooded their minds, unveiling Kaguya's journey of love, betrayal, and devotion to her children. Witnessing her resilience and unconditional love brought tears to Naruto and Hinata's eyes. Despite enduring her own son's betrayal, Kaguya continued to watch over them, longing for her own happiness. Realizing that her chakra was depleting, Kaguya knew her time was limited. She offered a portion of her chakra to Naruto and Hinata, hoping it would empower them to lead fulfilling lives. Her only regret was not being able to meet her third child, Sasuke, whose name she whispered to them. With her last bit of chakra, she established a profound connection with them, knowing it could lead to her demise. However, she reassured them, urging them to cherish their own lives and cautioning Hinata not to prematurely use the seal on her forehead. Moved by Kaguya's selflessness, Naruto and Hinata vowed to find a way to free her. Kaguya, touched by their determination, smiled at them one last time before fading away. Returning to Hokage Mountain, Naruto held Hinata tightly, his heart heavy with the weight of their newfound knowledge. Why does everything I hold dear keep getting taken away from me?" Hinata sobbed, her voice choked with anguish. The pain of her losses overwhelmed her, and she found solace in Naruto's comforting embrace. "Hush, Hinata-chan, it'll be okay. I'm here for you, and we'll find a way to see Mother again. I promise," Naruto reassured her, his voice filled with unwavering determination. Feeling lost and homeless, Hinata expressed her concern about her future. Naruto knew he had to provide her with support and a sense of belonging. He brought her to his own house, fully aware that his decision might face opposition from his parents. Entering Naruto's room, Hinata found herself in a modest space adorned with posters of previous Hokages, a testament to Naruto's admiration for them. Among the decorations, she blushed upon seeing a photo of themselves as children, taken on Naruto's birthday. It was a cherished memory, and seeing it displayed in his room filled her with warmth. Naruto suggested that Hinata rest while he prepared food for her. She obliged, feeling the weight of exhaustion settle upon her. Falling asleep almost instantly, she found comfort in Naruto's presence. While Hinata slept, Naruto went out to get some food. Knowing her fondness for cinnamon rolls, he headed to the bakery and purchased a fresh batch for Hinata. He also bought some ramen, knowing it was his own favorite. Carrying the delicious treats, he returned to find Hinata still sleeping peacefully. Deciding to let her rest a little longer, Naruto sat down next to her, flipping through his books. He glanced at her from time to time, a gentle smile gracing his lips. Seeing her serene face a little longer, Naruto sat down next to her, flipping through his books. He glanced at her from time to time, a gentle smile gracing his lips. Seeing her serene face brought him a sense of calm amidst the chaos of their recent experiences. As the sun began to set, casting a warm golden glow through the windows, Hinata finally stirred awake. Her eyes met Naruto's, and she blushed, feeling a mixture of comfort and happiness in his presence. "I bought some cinnamon rolls for you. Let's eat," Naruto said, his voice filled with genuine care and affection. The mention of her favorite treat brought a genuine smile to Hinata's face. It was the first true smile Naruto had seen from her in weeks. They sat together, savoring the sweet pastries, their laughter and conversation filling the room. For a while, Hinata forgot about the trials and sorrows that had plagued her. Instead, she focused on the warmth and kindness that Naruto exuded. After finishing their meal, they continued talking, sharing stories, and reminiscing about their childhood adventures. The hours slipped by unnoticed as they found solace in each other's company. As the clock neared 9 p.m., the time when Naruto's parents and sisters would return, Naruto knew it was time to face the reality of their situation. He couldn't hide Hinata's presence from his family any longer. Naruto and Hinata walked out of the room hand in hand, their steps filled with a quiet determination. They entered the main hall, where Minato, Kushina, and their sisters had just arrived, engaged in cheerful conversation. The room fell silent as their eyes fell upon Hinata's disheveled appearance. "Naruto, why is Hinata here? And what happened to her?" Kushina asked, concern etched on her face. Naruto took a deep breath and proceeded to share everything, withholding only the part about meeting Kaguya and Hinata's attempted jump from Hokage Mountain. "You know we can't officially adopt her due to the rules. We need to find someone who can provide her with the care she deserves," Minato informed them, his voice laced with a sense of responsibility. The thought of separating from Naruto only heightened Hinata's anxiety, and Naruto noticed her distress. "No, she's staying with us. You're the Hokage, you have the power to change the rules," Naruto asserted, his voice firm and unwavering. His father was taken aback by Naruto's rare display of determination. "Naruto, you're not thinking clearly. I can't abuse my power as Hokage. But we can find someone who will take good care of Hinata," Minato reasoned, hoping Naruto would understand. "I won't leave Hinata-chan like that. If you won't let her live here, then I'll leave the house too. I can't abandon her in a time like this," Naruto declared, his voice resolute. The room fell silent, stunned by Naruto's resolve, including his father. Minato, caught off guard, contemplated the situation. He realized that Naruto's love and concern for Hinata went beyond mere friendship. After a moment, he relented, understanding the depth of their bond. "All right, she can stay here. But I can't officially adopt her, nor can I provide her with a monthly allowance. You need to be prepared for that. And if she chooses to become a ninja, she will have to live on her own once she becomes a genin or until she turns 18. I won't argue with you any further," Minato stated, his tone softened with a touch of understanding. Naruto nodded, relieved that his father had relented. He turned to Hinata, his eyes filled with warmth. "See, Hinata-chan, you can stay with us," he reassured her, his voice gentle yet full of determination. Naruto and Hinata entered Naruto's room, both looking visibly exhausted after such an eventful day. "You shouldn't have gone to such lengths for me, Naruto-kun," Hinata said softly. Naruto glanced at her with a gentle smile. "You needed my help, Hinata-chan, and I wouldn't leave you alone like that," he replied, his concern evident in his eyes. Feeling grateful, Hinata initially hesitated when Naruto offered her his bed, but he insisted, assuring her it was no trouble. Eventually, she accepted his offer and settled into bed, appreciating his kindness. Naruto, true to his word, took the couch, ensuring that Hinata would be comfortable for the night. Meanwhile, in Minato and Kushina's room, they discussed the recent events and Naruto's uncharacteristic behavior. "What do you think happened to Naruto? He has never acted this way before," Kushina voiced her concern. Minato comforted his wife, offering a possible explanation. "Don't worry, Kushina. I believe Hinata is his friend, and he's just worried about her. That's all. He will come around," he reassured her. Realizing that Naruto might be upset about his training not having started yet, Kushina wondered aloud, "Do you think he's mad because we haven't begun his training? Perhaps we should ask him tomorrow if he wants to train with us." Minato agreed, and with that, they both settled down to sleep, understanding that the day had been challenging for everyone. In Akari and Naruto's room, they were taken aback by their older brother's sudden outburst. "What do you think happened to Big Brother? Why was he so angry? I know he was worried about Hinata, but he didn't have to yell at father," Naruto pondered aloud. Akari considered the situation before responding. Maybe he was angry because father and mother hadn't started his training yet. He probably took it out on father. Naruto nodded in agreement, acknowledging Naruto's carefree nature. If only he could be more serious and show father that he's ready, maybe they would start his training. They're just concerned for his safety, after all, she remarked. Satisfied with their conversation, Akari and Naruto drifted off to sleep, hoping that their brother would find a way to prove himself and earn their parents' trust. The story continues with the same plot, but the characters' thoughts and feelings are further emphasized, providing a deeper understanding of the dynamics and concerns. Author Chapter 9. Unlocking the Future. Next day, Hinata moved into the Namika's mansion. It wasn't a typical move-in, as she didn't have anything with her at all. As always, Naruto's parents and sisters woke up early, but today they didn't leave like they usually do. They waited for Naruto and Hinata to wake up. After some time, both of them woke up and headed towards the main hall to have breakfast. Naruto was surprised to see his parents still there. "What happened? Why are you all still here?" he asked in surprise. Kushina replied, "We were hoping you could come with us to train today. We can help you with unlocking your chakra." She hoped that Naruto would be happy to hear that since he had always wanted to train with them. However, to their surprise, Naruto didn't look happy. He paused for a moment, thinking. "I'm sorry, but I can't come with you today. Hinata-chan and I have some important things to take care of," Naruto calmly replied. His answer made Naruto really angry. "Why did you decline the option to train with us? You always say that you wanted to. But now that father is giving you a chance, you're declining it. What could be more important than training with us?" she asked, clearly angry. Naruto responded calmly, "Firstly, Hinata-chan needs some clothes that fit her properly. Both of your clothes are a bit big for her. Secondly, there are other essentials she needs if she's going to stay here, like a toothbrush and other personal items. Lastly, I want to spend more time with her. It's been almost 2 weeks since I last saw her, and there's a lot that we need to catch up on." Naruto spoke with a sense of enjoyment. Naruto was even more frustrated, but she didn't say anything. Akari asked calmly, "So that means you'll come tomorrow, then?" Naruto replied, "No, I won't. You two already know the basics and are learning more advanced stuff. I would only slow you down. I'll wait until the academy starts in a few days. They will teach us the basics, and then father can teach us advanced techniques as well." Kushina had a look of disbelief. She tried to figure out if Naruto genuinely wanted to learn the basics from the academy first or if he was simply avoiding spending time with the family. "I mean, he always wanted to train with us, so why would he decline like that? He must feel that he will learn the basics first, so we don't have to teach them separately." Yeah, that's it, Kushina thought to herself. "Okay then, we're heading out," Kushina said. "Dinner is already ready, so make sure to eat it." With that, all four of them left the mansion, leaving Naruto and Hinata behind. "Thank you, Naruto-kun. You're doing all of this for me, and I can't repay you," Hinata thanked him. "What are you talking about? We're friends, and that's what friends do, right?" Naruto replied. Hinata nodded, and the two of them left the house. As Naruto had mentioned earlier, they went to the market to buy things that Hinata would need. This time, instead of a baggy lavender jacket, Hinata chose a purple dress that Naruto had picked out for her. It was perfect for a ninja, allowing freedom of movement. Naruto insisted on buying 2 sets of the dress, despite Hinata's protests that one would be enough. He mentioned that she looked even more beautiful in the dress and having a backup would be useful in case one got damaged. Who knew if they would find a dress as beautiful as this again? Although Hinata didn't want Naruto to spend more money than necessary, he reassured her that his pocket money was mostly spent on ramen, so he had enough to spare for other things. Hinata insisted that he should buy something for himself too. They came across a black shirt with orange lining, which both Naruto and Hinata liked. Naruto's fondness for orange and Hinata's agreement made it an ideal choice. Naruto decided to buy 2 sets of clothes as well, matching the 2 sets of dresses they had purchased earlier. With all their necessary items now acquired, Hinata tried to keep the list as small as possible, not wanting Naruto to spend too much on their preparations. As the afternoon approached, they found themselves at Ichiraku, the village's renowned ramen stall. Naruto wanted Hinata to experience the exquisite taste of Ichiraku's ramen too. They both placed their orders, eagerly anticipating the delicious meal. Hinata discovered that she enjoyed ramen, though not quite as much as Naruto did. It ranked second on her list of favorite foods, right after cinnamon rolls. She understood why Naruto always spoke highly of Ichiraku and why it held a special place in his heart. After their satisfying meal, instead of heading straight home, Naruto and Hinata decided to visit an empty training ground nearby. Hinata couldn't help but express her concerns. Are you sure you want to train with me instead of your family? They might be able to teach you better than I can. Naruto shook his head and replied with determination, no, I don't want to train with them anymore. They've always made promises to train me, but they never followed through. Now suddenly, they show interest in my training. I don't like that. They claim to be working on my sister's chakra chains, but I suspect they are working on something else or my sisters haven't grasped the technique yet. The latter is highly unlikely. Realizing Naruto's disappointment, Hinata offered her help. Well, I can assist you with that. There are actually 2 methods. The first is the natural method, where you meditate and engage in light chakra exercises to open your chakra pathways. The second method is more forceful, where someone with already open chakra can forcefully send bursts of chakra into your pathways to unlock them. Naruto expressed his preference. I already have an idea which method you used to unlock your chakra. I want to try the second method as well. Hinata grew concerned and cautioned him, but Naruto-kun, the second method is quite painful, and it carries risks. You could even get seriously hurt or worse. I don't want you to go through that. Hinata's eyes began to well up with tears, but she nodded in agreement. However, determination filled her as she activated her Byakugan. Her hands started glowing with chakra, not using the gentle fist style but simply emitting her normal chakra. Her training with the Hyuga clan allowed her to control her chakra effortlessly, and now she felt its strength. With a strike to Naruto's belly, she released a burst of chakra, causing him to cry out in pain. It was an agonizing experience for him. After a while, Naruto managed to regain control over the pain. Oh man, that's the most intense pain I've ever experienced in my life. I never want to go through that again, Naruto exclaimed, still smiling at Hinata. Hinata worriedly asked, I'm sorry. Does it hurt even more? Naruto reassured her, no, I'm fine. Don't worry, I was the one who asked you to do it anyway. Hinata activated her Byakugan to examine Naruto's chakra pathways. Naruto-kun, your chakra paths are open now, Hinata confirmed as she observed his chakra pathways with her Byakugan. I can see that you already possess Chunin level chakra. And after my encounter with Mother, my chakra has also increased to a Genin level. Hinata couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and joy in their progress. Naruto's face lit up with excitement. That means I have a lot of chakra, and I can learn and perform even more jutsu. I'm going to become stronger and release Mother from her prison, Naruto declared with determination. Hinata couldn't help but smile at his unwavering resolve. She, too, yearned to meet their mother once again. She had been watching over them since their birth, acting as a guiding presence. When Hinata found herself in desperate need, their mother sent Naruto to help her, even though it meant sacrificing her remaining chakra and entering another deep sleep, or worse, risking her life. While she may not be their biological mother, Hinata loved her just as much as she loved her real mother. The next day marked the start of the academy, where children typically enrolled at the age of 7. However, Naruto, Hinata, and other children from renowned clans who already possessed basic knowledge of chakra were granted permission to skip a year and enroll at the age of 8. With a month of free time before the academy started, Naruto and Hinata decided to dedicate it to uncovering more about their mother. They were convinced that there had to be some mention of her in the village's shinobi history. They delved into ancient books and scrolls, searching for any clues that could shed light on their mother's past. As they explored, they stumbled upon a book that spoke of the Sage of Six Paths, a legendary figure in shinobi folklore. While the authenticity of the stories was debated, Naruto and Hinata sensed a connection. According to the book, a woman had consumed a mystical fruit and gained chakra. She eventually gave birth to 2 sons who also inherited her chakra. However, an immense evil, known as the Ten Tails, took control of their mother. In order to save the world, the older brother trained with a toad sage and became a sage himself. Recognizing the potency of sage chakra against their mother, the brothers fought alongside the toad sage and managed to seal their mother within the moon. The younger brother, filled with love for his mother, departed to the moon and spent the rest of his life there. The older brother, having sealed the Ten Tails chakra within himself, roamed the world, bestowing chakra upon others. As his life neared its end, he divided the Ten Tails chakra into 9 separate entities, each possessing its own consciousness. Thus, he became known as the Sage of Six Paths. While some dismissed the tale as mere mythology, Naruto and Hinata felt an undeniable connection to the story. It resonated with the memories they had of their mother. They now knew the location of her seal, but they felt powerless to release her. They were still too weak, lacking the knowledge of how to approach the task. They pondered the possibility of seeking assistance from the Senju and Uchiha clans, as the books mentioned them as descendants of the Sage of Six Paths. However, they faced obstacles in their path. The Senju clan had already been destroyed before their birth, and recently, Uchiha Itachi had eliminated all Uchiha members except for Sasuke. They wondered if Sasuke, with his similar chakra to Naruto's, they doubted whether he would ever change his vengeful mindset. His thoughts were consumed by revenge, leaving little room for anything else. The others anticipated his rejection when they approached him for a different path. In the meantime, they focused on their own growth and strength. Training became their refuge and sanctuary, a way to prepare themselves for the challenges ahead. The approaching academy, scheduled to start next month, loomed as an opportunity for them to refine their skills and unite as a formidable force. Author's note. Chapter 10. Training Progress. It had been 5 years since Hinata and Naruto encountered Kaguya. During this time, they both dedicated themselves to training in secret, pushing each other to become stronger. Naruto's parents continually urged him to train with them, but he always declined, much to Naruto's frustration. However, little did they know that Naruto had a secret desire to train with Hinata. Together, they wanted to surprise their enemies with their newfound abilities. Over the past 5 years, Naruto and Hinata focused on physical training and honing their chakra control. They deliberately refrained from learning powerful jutsu as they understood the strain it could put on their bodies. Nevertheless, they did acquire knowledge of some low-level jutsu during their training. Hinata had developed her unique taijutsu style to enhance her juken abilities. In addition, she delved into the study of sealing jutsu and the use of senbon. Although she had yet to incorporate poison into her senbon techniques, she was diligently learning the skill. Naruto, on the other hand, devoted himself to mastering the flying swallow taijutsu style, which was a B rank, short-range offensive technique. He also learned how to wield a sword and carried one in a storage seal crafted by Hinata. He was thrilled that Hinata had taken an interest in fuinjutsu as it would undoubtedly prove advantageous in their missions. Alongside these accomplishments, Naruto also became proficient in minor jutsu, including the 3 academy jutsu. In the academy, both Naruto and Akari were widely recognized for their exceptional abilities. Naruto's hyperactive nature often led her to challenge Sasuke to battles, but he consistently refused, knowing that she was a formidable opponent. With her unparalleled taijutsu skills, she could even hold her own against some Jonin-level shinobi. Sasuke hesitated to face her, fearing the embarrassment of being defeated. Ikari, in contrast, possessed a calm and strategic approach to her training. She excelled in ninjutsu and had already mastered high-level water techniques that surpassed those of some Jonin in the village. Both sisters, like their mother Kushina, carried the power of the Kyuubi within them, and their parents, as well as Jiraiya and Tsunade, had been training them rigorously since the age of 5. They were undoubtedly strong. As for Naruto, he intentionally maintained his position as the dead last in the academy. He concealed his true abilities, not wishing to draw attention from his family, who had not played a role in his training. When the time came for the academy exams at the age of 13, Naruto, Hinata, Ikari, and Naruto felt a sense of anticipation. However, they tempered their expectations, knowing that their first missions might only involve menial tasks. Safety was a concern, and it was crucial for them to have a team they could trust. The exams proceeded as expected. The written test was not overly challenging, and almost all the students passed. Naruto, Kiba, and Shikamaru barely achieved passing grades, with Naruto intentionally downplaying his intelligence. Shikamaru, ever the lethargic strategist, found writing more than necessary to be a troublesome endeavor. The remaining students received average marks, but Ikari, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura achieved perfect scores, thanks to their exceptional abilities. The second test involved shuriken and kunai throwing. Only 5 students failed this test, all of them civilian-born. Naruto, Hinata, Ikari, and Naruto showcased their skills, achieving varying degrees of success. Naruto managed to hit 4 out of 10 shurikens and 5 out of 10 kunai, while Hinata scored 5 out of 10 with shurikens and 7 out of 10 with kunai. Ikari displayed impressive accuracy, scoring 9 out of 10 with shurikens and 8 out of 10 with kunai. Naruto also performed well, hitting 8 out of 10 with both shurikens and kunai. Sasuke, unsurprisingly, achieved a perfect score, hitting all the targets with both weapons. Shikamaru once again displayed his nonchalant nature, hitting the minimum requirement of 3 kunai and 3 shuriken and deciding not to attempt any further throws. The rest of the students achieved varying degrees of success. The third and final exam tested the students' proficiency in the 3 academy jutsu. 4 more civilian-born students failed this test, while all the others passed. Each student demonstrated the 3 basic jutsu, except for Ikari and Naruto, who impressed the examiners by showcasing the shadow clone jutsu instead of the typical clone jutsu. Their creativity earned them extra points in the exam. With the exams concluded, the entire class, except for the 9 civilian-born students, successfully passed. Ikari's use of the shadow clone jutsu and her exceptional performance earned her the first rank in the class, while Naruto secured second place and Sasuke came in third. Shikamaru, true to his carefree nature, ended up as the last ranked student. The following week, the students were eagerly awaiting the assignment of their 3-person teams, accompanied by a Jonin-level teacher. As Naruto, Hinata, Ikari, and Naruto made their way home, a sense of accomplishment filled the air. We're officially shinobi now. Soon, we'll be embarking on real missions, Naruto exclaimed with joy. Ikari, always the realist, reminded them that they would likely start with menial tasks before progressing to more significant missions. Naruto and Hinata walked silently, content with the progress they had made. Their friendship and dedication to training were paying off. Upon arriving home, they were greeted by their mother, Kushina, who was overjoyed to see her children wearing their headbands. While she had been confident in her daughter's abilities, she had worried about Naruto. Seeing him with a headband alongside Hinata brought her immense relief. She had even made arrangements with Minato to be assigned as their team's Jonin leader to ensure their safety and provide them with her guidance and protection. I'm so happy that all of you passed. Hinata, you did well too, Kushina said, hugging each of them tightly. Naruto eagerly shared the class rankings, but her enthusiasm waned when she mentioned Naruto's second-to-last position. Kushina gently admonished Naruto, urging him to take his training more seriously to avoid getting hurt during missions. Naruto assured his mother that he would keep her words in mind, not wanting to argue with her. Inside their home, Kushina prepared their favorite meal for a celebratory feast. They sat together, enjoying the momentary respite before the challenging life of a shinobi consumed the days. 11. Chapter 11, Team Formation, The Shinobi Chronicles. Today was the day when all students who passed the academy exam would be assigned to teams of 4. The atmosphere in the old classroom was filled with anticipation and excitement. Naruto and Hinata sat together in the last row, eagerly awaiting their team assignments. Iruka Yumino, their class teacher, entered the room with a stack of papers in his hands, capturing everyone's attention with a loud command for silence. Iruka began his speech, emphasizing the importance of their new life as ninja and wishing them good luck. The students listened intently, their minds buzzing with possibilities. Team assignments were about to be revealed, and the tension was palpable. Naruto and Hinata, however, paid little attention to the other teams, assuming they were just ordinary civilians who wouldn't play a significant role in their lives as shinobi. As Iruka announced the teams one by one, excitement and disappointment filled the room. Team 7 was called, consisting of Akari Namikaze, Naruto Namikaze, and Sasuke Uchiha, with their team leader being the renowned Jonin, Kushina Namikaze. Akari had expected Naruto to be on their team but was pleasantly surprised by the inclusion of Naruto. Sasuke, on the other hand, felt relieved that he wouldn't have to deal with any fangirls on his team and looked forward to training under the skilled leadership of Kushina. Next, it was Team 8's turn to be assigned. Naruto's heart skipped a beat when he heard his name along with Hinata's and Sakura Haruno's. He couldn't help but feel a pang of annoyance at the thought of Sakura, who had always been a fangirl of Sasuke. However, he found solace in the fact that he would be able to work closely with Hinata. Hinata herself shared similar sentiments, understanding Naruto's concerns about Sakura's attitude. Sakura, on the other hand, couldn't hide her disappointment. She had hoped to be on Sasuke's team and was displeased with the composition of her assigned team. As the team assignments continued, Team 10 was assigned Nara Shikamaru, Akamaiki Choji, and Yamanaka Ino, with Sarutobi Asuma as their team leader. Shikamaru remained unfazed by the predictable outcome. Choji was thrilled to be on the same team as his best friend, and Ino felt a tinge of dissatisfaction for not being able to work alongside Sasuke. Finally, it was time for Team 11's assignment. Inuzuka Kiba and Aburame Shino listened attentively as Iruka announced the names, but confusion arose when they heard the name Yakumo Kurama. Kiba spoke up, seeking clarification about the third teammate, whom they didn't know and wasn't part of their class. Iruka explained that due to a shortage of students for 3-member teams, Yakumo would be joining their team as their sensei's existing student. Accepting this explanation, Kiba and Shino nodded in understanding. After Iruka finished assigning all the teams, he informed them that their Jonin sensei would arrive within an hour. Naruto's team was the last one left in the classroom, eagerly awaiting the arrival of their sensei. However, as the time ticked away, they realized that their sensei was running late. Frustrated by the delay, Sakura expressed her anger, but Hinata, in her usual calm demeanor, informed Sakura that they had expected their sensei to be nearly 3 hours late. Sakura was surprised by this revelation and questioned how they knew. Naruto casually replied that they knew their sensei personally. Determined not to waste any more time, Naruto suggested to his team that they should go and grab something to eat while they waited for their sensei. Hinata wholeheartedly agreed with the idea, knowing that their sensei's tardiness was not out of the ordinary. Sakura, however, protested, insisting that they couldn't leave without meeting their sensei first. Frustrated and feeling left behind, she was resentful that her teammates had abandoned her in the classroom. Naruto, unbothered by Sakura's complaints, reminded her that they had been informed about the delay and that their sensei would eventually arrive. Realizing that her protests were futile, Sakura reluctantly decided to stay in the classroom, simmering in her annoyance. Naruto and Hinata left, making their way towards their favorite ramen shop. Along the way, they encountered Ayami and Tuki, the owners of the ramen shop, who were delighted to hear about Naruto and Hinata being placed on the same team. As a token of celebration, they offered Naruto and Hinata a complimentary bowl of ramen each, which they happily accepted before continuing on their way. Few hours ago, at the Hokage Tower earlier that day, Kushina confronted Minato, her husband and the Hokage, about the team assignments. She reminded him of his promise to assign her with all 3 of their children, expressing her frustration over Naruto not being placed on her team. Kushina was eager to train Naruto personally, feeling that he needed the guidance and support more than ever. Minato, wanting to defuse the situation, calmly explained his reasoning. He acknowledged Naruto's anger towards them for neglecting his training and his fondness for Hinata. Placing them on different teams would only exacerbate Naruto's feelings of resentment. Minato assured Kushina that he had appointed Kakashi as their team leader, knowing that he would provide excellent guidance. While reluctant, Kushina understood the rationale behind Minato's decision and reluctantly agreed. Returning to the present time, Naruto and Hinata made their way back to the academy after their satisfying lunch. As they entered the classroom, they found Sakura still waiting, her frustration evident on her face. Just as they were settling back into their seats, the classroom door swung open, and their team's Jonin sensei, Kakashi Hatake, stepped in. His iconic silver hair and masked face created an air of mystery around him. Kakashi apologized for his lateness, explaining that he had been caught up with a mission briefing. "My first impression of you is that you're boring," he said, hoping for Naruto to prank him or do something mischievous. "Meet me on the rooftop in 5 minutes, or else I'll send you back to the academy," he threatened them before disappearing in a swirl of leaves. "Let's go. What are we waiting for?" Naruto said as he and Hinata started walking upstairs. Sakura followed them, and although Naruto and Hinata knew how to perform the Shunshin Jutsu, they refrained from using it. They didn't want to reveal their full skill level just yet. Soon, they all reached the rooftop where Kakashi was patiently waiting. "So, you're not that bad," he remarked, looking towards them. All 3 students sat in front of him. "Now, let's start with introducing ourselves. Tell me about your likes, dislikes, and dreams for the future," he asked his students. "Why don't you go first, sensei?" Sakura suggested. "Okay then. My name is Kakashi Hatake. My likes, you're too young to understand. My dislikes, I don't feel like telling you. And my dream for the future is, again, you're too young to understand," he replied, providing only his name in response. He looked at Sakura and said, "Now, it's your turn, Pinky." Sakura was angry that her sensei called her that, but she chose to let it go for now. "My name is Sakura Haruno. My likes are Sasuke-kun. My dislikes are Ino Pig, Naruto, and Idiot Naruto. My dream for the future is to marry Sasuke-kun." Great. Just great. Now Kakashi had to deal with a fangirl. He despised fangirls who joined the ninja corps solely to impress someone. They didn't realize how dangerous the ninja world truly was. Many fangirls died on their first real mission, while those who survived either quit being ninja or carried traumatic experiences with them for life. Kakashi shifted his attention to Naruto, his own sensei's son. Unlike the other 2, Naruto wasn't a genius and didn't train hard. He always declined training offers from his parents, preferring to Kakashi shifted his attention to Naruto, his own sensei's son. Unlike the other 2, Naruto wasn't a genius and didn't train hard. He always declined training offers from his parents, preferring to play around with his friend Hinata. "Now, it's your turn, Blondie." Naruto felt irritated by the nickname but didn't show it. He smiled and replied, "My name is Naruto Namikaze. My likes are ramen, Hinata-chan, and adventure. My dislikes are the fact that you can't swim after eating a devil fruit. And my dream for the future is to find One Piece and become the Pirate King before Luffy does." Hinata burst into laughter at that, while Sakura looked puzzled by Naruto's words. Kakashi, on the other hand, didn't like the idea that his student was still just playing around. Sakura was still confused, so she asked, "What are you talking about?" She couldn't grasp the concept of One Piece. Don't tell me you've never read One Piece. It's a very famous manga, and it's really good too. You should give it a try someday, Naruto answered. I don't have time to read some stupid comics. I have better things to do, she replied dismissively. Well, you're missing out on a masterpiece, Naruto told her. Kakashi was not pleased. First, he had a fangirl on his team, and now his second student wasn't taking ninja training seriously at all. He looked at Hinata, hoping she would be more dedicated. Your turn, princess, he asked Hinata to continue introducing herself. Sakura felt a bit annoyed by her sensei's nickname for Hinata and herself, but she couldn't do anything about it. My name is Hinata. My likes are Naruto-kun, cinnamon rolls, and adventure. My dislikes are those who use their Pokemon for committing crimes. And my dream is to become a Pokemon master like no one ever was. Hinata introduced herself, ending with a shout reminiscent of someone who left home at the age of 10 to pursue the dream of becoming a Pokemon master. Now it was official. Kakashi had grown frustrated with his team. None of his students seemed genuinely interested in training. One was a fangirl who didn't want to train because she believed that the boy she liked wouldn't be interested in her if she became too muscular. The other two seemed content with playing around and not taking their training seriously. He was convinced he was going to fail this team. They weren't prepared to be ninjas yet. First, none of you have become real ninjas yet. There's still one more test remaining. Second, if you fail this test, not only will you not become ninjas, but you won't be allowed to enter the ninja corps again. Your next and final test will be tomorrow. So be at training ground 8 at 8 a.m., and I advise you not to eat breakfast unless you want to throw it up, Kakashi informed his students. Hearing this, Sakura became extremely worried. She had thought she was already a real ninja, but now her sensei was telling her otherwise. If she failed, she wouldn't be able to become a ninja at all. How would she ever impress Sasuke-kun? She was nervous but determined to do her best so that she could become a ninja. Naruto and Hinata weren't too surprised. The academy test had been challenging, but not overly difficult. They had already predicted that there would be another test. Furthermore, they knew they had already frustrated their sensei enough for him to make up his mind about their failure. It would be an interesting day tomorrow. Kakashi left the rooftop in a swirl of leaves, and when Sakura wasn't paying attention, Naruto and Hinata also left using their shunshin. Now Sakura was alone on the rooftop, her worries about tomorrow consuming her thoughts.
This is the end of the video. Please like and subscribe. Send then video to your friends who like Naruto. What if? Guys, this is not my own idea or series. The original creator's name is Orwa Sunil, and the author has also not created the next chapter of the series, so when that new chapters will be created I will inform you guys.